Hey everybody, welcome back. We are getting ready to watch some more Game of Thrones. We are on the last two episodes of the season. Season four? Yes, season four. Couldn't keep track. I've been doing a lot of recording this weekend because I didn't have to work at the art gallery, and so trying to get ahead on some stuff and losing track of stuff. And Prudy cannot get comfortable. We've been yelling at each other all morning. Well, since 11. I didn't get up until 11. But we've been yelling at each other all morning because all she wants to do is sleep in my lap. Yeah. Tell everybody, say, in 3.5 months, I'll be 22. See, I'm an old fart. Yeah. Okay. So we're on season 4, episode 8, or 9. And do you want down? And we ended with Ari laughing when they said that her aunt was dead. So we'll have to find out. And she wasn't laughing about her aunt being dead, but the fact that he's not going to get paid. I'll just go ahead and get comfortable. Um, that he's not going to get paid. And that's why she was laughing. So we'll have to find out if they allowed her into the Vale and kind of go from there. I think they will still let her in. So she and Sansa will be reunited and kind of go from there. Sansa has kind of gone to the dark side, it looks like. She had on one of, was it Elsa was her name? One of her dresses that was dark and had the points, sharp edges, which kind of indicates evil, that kind of thing. I don't know if it means that in this world, but yeah, it seemed like she was embracing the dark side. Peter has been encouraging Robin to lead and be king and all that kind of stuff, which seems kind of weird. I think Peter wants the power. I think he wants to be king, which is why he married Elsa or whatever her name is. You can't quite see her. She's sniffing the front of my PJs. We've got Bran on his way to the tree that symbolizes something, and they did not let Jon know that he's alive. So Jon is on his way back to the wall, or is back at the wall now. Sam is wanting to rescue his lady love. I think that's the last we saw of that. And she stood up to the invaders, I believe. I can't remember for certain on that. Ygritte and her crew are attacking anybody and everybody. Oh, that's right. Ygritte saw her and left her alone with the baby. She walked off and didn't kill her. So there's some hope for Ygritte still. We've got Tyrion, who has dug his hole so deep he couldn't climb out if there were 10 of him. So he's been sentenced to death, and we're going to have to see what happens. I thought since both competitors died, maybe it would be a draw or something like that. But it seems like they're not going to follow that rule. So I don't know what's going to on with Tyrion. I hope he doesn't die. I like him. I love his sarcasm. I really don't want him to die. So we'll be crossing our fingers the whole time for that. Thomas seems to be a not so bad person. So he might be a not so bad king, except he's got Cersei and Tywin making decisions for him, influencing him. And so I don't think that's going to go well. But I could see Thomas saving Tyrion. Maybe. Brienne and Pago? I can't remember his name. It starts with a P. They have found out that Ari is alive. So I think they may be on Ari's trail. And her friend at the restaurant is the one that gave them the information. Hopefully, he doesn't give any of that information to the bad guys. So we'll see. And I think in the last two episodes, we didn't see anything about the White Walkers or the Whites or whatever they're called. Somebody tried to correct me on that. We might get more explanation, but I imagine if they're not in this episode, then they'll be in the next one because the last thing we saw was them touching the baby and the baby changing into a White Walker. Will the baby grow? Will the baby stay the same size? I mean, we had this debate in The Walking Dead, if a baby turns into a walker, how's that going to work? So, if they can't walk, they can't crawl, they can't, who knows? Although in The Walking Dead, she could crawl, but she couldn't walk yet. I know I'm missing stuff, but those are the only things that are popping into my head right now. It's been over a week since I saw the last two episodes. Thanksgiving just happened recently, and so the mail was hitting that cycle where it got slowed down from the holidays. It's the beginning of December. I've got my tree up. It's a Charlie Brown tree. It's fallen over twice. One time was definitely the cats. The second time might not have been the cats necessarily, but it's back up. This is the first time I've had a tree up since the ferals and the strays have been in the house. So that's at least 3 years. I think it's been more like 4 or 5 years since I've had a tree up. So that's why there's no ornaments. And I didn't bother testing the lights before I put them on the tree, as you can see. So there's two strands that are connected, and one half of one strand and one half of the other strand do not work. And I am not going through the bulbs while they're on the tree. So that's how it's going to have to be. And there is an angel on the very, very, very top. She's a little cockeyed right now because of it leaning earlier. But yeah, that's my tree for this year. And in any of the night videos, you'll be able to see the candles that I have in the window. But right now, the window is too bright. I don't know why it's showing that bright because it's a hazy, nasty day out. And so we should not be blinded by the light. You can kind of see my wreath. I can't get my, right there, the little arc is my wreath. It's a pine cone wreath that's on the door. And then right there, you can see my stocking. That was my stocking when I was a little girl. And so I put that up as well. And that's my decorations. So that tells you when this is getting recorded. It's the beginning of December. Let's go ahead and get into the episode. So this is, let me go ahead and full screen. This is episode 9, as I said, The Watchers on the Wall. So we're going to get a lot of them. I've told you guys I'm kind of bored by the wall. Hopefully there's some excitement here. I'm also bored by Theon's story. I forgot about him for obvious reasons. So those are two storylines that I'm just really bored by. Oh, and I forgot Khaleesi. Daenerys is being queen up in that territory when it would be a good time for her to attack King's Landing, from what I understand, because they don't have the funds to be able to back armies and stuff right now. Plus, the banks of something or other, they would not give any more money to Tywin, but they did give money to, was it Peter? Or no, Stannis. They gave money to Stannis. That's another storyline I'm bored with. Stannis and the witchy woman. Totally bored with them. So hopefully those pick up. And do we know if Gadril, I think there's an N in there. Gandrel, I think is his name. Is he still alive? I don't think they ever put any closure on that. Is he being held captive still? What's going on with that? I know they were wanting his blood, but is he still alive? We didn't see him die. That's a pretty picture of Ygritte. My red Sonja. This is JoJo if you haven't met her. She likes to talk. Purdy's in my lap. You can't see her. Where are we? A lot of fires. We're in the north. Is this the wall? Yeah. Oh, that's right. They're being punished.
What was she like?
He loves her. He wants to be with her.
To be with someone, to love someone and have them love you back.
Oh, Sam. He's trying to be a voyeur.
You're gonna die a lot sooner than I'd planned. You're the closest I'll ever get to knowing.
Oh, Sam.
So you and Gilly never?
No.
Gilly's her name.
A baby, and she never offered.
But if she had, you would
In a heartbeat.
You'd have broken your vows.
In a heartbeat.
But what our vows have to say about other activities is open to interpretation.
Very good about reading between the lines.
For interpretation. For a little while, you're more than just you. Well, I don't know. I'm not a bleeding poet.
No, you really
You're
are.
us. Aw, just makes your heart break for Sam. Hello, Al. Is this Bran? Or the guy with them, yeah.
Maybe I have.
Boy, he's a big guy. Well, she had a lot of guts standing up to him. You're supposed to be sleeping, Sam.
That couldn't wait until morning, Tally?
Maester Haemon.
And no eyes to read them.
I was going to say, I wonder if they have Braille at all.
Of ironies to the girl you love.
I don't
He knows.
love her.
Yes, you do.
No.
Yes, you do. Heard it in your voice when you first brought her to me. I
Yep.
remember how it sounds. I met many girls when I was Aemon Targaryen. A future king always does.
So we have all sorts of, and I think they've mentioned this before, but we've got all sorts of families here at the wall. Ah, a good talk about love. Oh, it's Gilly. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but...
The Thorn gave me strict orders to not open the gate.
Oh, Pip, open the fucking gate!
Love Sam right now.
From now on, wherever you go,
I go.
I go too.
Vows be damned. That's 2 horns? I forget what 2 means. So who set the fires? So who's attacking right now? Because the wildlings weren't attacking right away. They were ready to attack after the horns blew.
It means that the person in charge gets second-guessed by every clever little twat with a mouth.
True.
He starts second-guessing himself, and I get to go on wishing you wildling whore had finished the job.
Wow, such a pep talk. Hiding her in the basement. If there is a basement. Looks like a storage room.
I made a promise to defend the wall, and I have to keep it. Because that's what men do.
Okay, he's not doing the vows be damned, but he is getting a kiss in. Shocked her too.
Promise me you won't die.
I promise you.
I'll try not to. Scared to death. Understandable.
There's nothing at all. And when you're nothing at all,
you have nothing to
lose.
lose.
To be afraid.
Oh, they're closer than I thought. Have they climbed part of the wall?
Let's kill some crows!
She's having doubts. So the ones that she was looking at are down at the bottom. If they kill the ones down at the bottom, then they have access to the top because they didn't seal the tunnel, if I'm understanding correctly. Who's that? Was it a giant? Oh, a mammoth. Oh, and giants. I didn't know they had mammoths. It's a lot. was going to say, if they're that far away, can they really aim their arrows? Or they're just hoping the arrows hit somebody? I am pretty sure Ygritte and Jon are going to be reunited, and she's not going to be able to kill him. Why don't Pip and Sam change places?
100 generations have defended this castle. She's never fallen before. She will not fall tonight.
100 generations is a lot. Do they only have the one mammoth, or are there like a handful of them?
Story for the children.
From the sling!
Take over, Jon.
Word that Sir Allison needs you below. The most experienced man he's got said he needs you.
Need it below. Yes. Yes.
He's chickening out. Take over, Jon. Oh, did that guy do that on purpose? The good thing is their arrows can travel farther since they're going down with gravity, whereas the wildlings' arrows can't reach the top. Oh, that's cool. What are they doing? Oh, chipping at the ice? Oh, no. Okay. I'm getting confused on which side's which. Yeah, I was going to say, their arrows can't reach that far up. That's a giant's arrow. Maybe it can. Okay. Now, I told you with the last war we had, I have problems keeping track of which side is which. Especially if it's characters we're not familiar with. That's the guy who's the cannibals' crew. Oh, that, I don't even know what to call it. It looks like a butcher knife on a stick. He's dead, isn't he? Little coward. Oh, he's going in the room where Gilly is. He's hiding.
I got one. Right through the heart, he's dead.
Is it over?
That would be me, though. I got one. Finally got one. Oh, Pip is dead. And there Ygritte is. Is she going to kill Sam?
No!
What's in the barrels? Just debris. And it was a giant on the mammoth. Did we see the mammoths when we first met Ygritte and her crew? I think they did have them, didn't they? He's getting there. There goes the gate. He looks cool. Will this pulling the gate out from the wall, will it damage the wall to the point that the wall will collapse?
If they make it through.
We're all dead. This is a long scene. I was just realizing how long it is. Which wars aren't supposed to be quick, so I get it. Please don't kill Sam. She was standing right there. When we saw Pip get shot, she was standing right there. So where is she now? Good job, Sam. But he doesn't have any more bolts, does he? Was that a hook? I like the mammoth. Oh, that was good. And the mammoth didn't like that. His butt's on fire. Oh, got one getting ready to blow on top of the wall. Oh wow, killed the giant. Oops. The command is falling quick, isn't it? Start shooting your arrows.
Save me. Father, save
Aim
me.
for the head.
Down here. I am the shield. The guards surround the bed.
Are they all dead? Nobody's shooting.
Night's watch.
I guess they don't have arrows, just swords. What's that key for? I hope he kills the one guy that he doesn't like. The Morgul. I forget what they're called.
We need you, boy.
Ah, okay. Yeah! Way to go, Ghost. And where's Ghost's friend? The brother. I forget the name. Summer? I guess that's a girl's name. I just edited one of the videos that said both's name. I think it's Ghost and Summer. Oh, she sees him. Are we going to get the confrontation? Is she going to kill him? Is she going to fall in love and kiss him? I thought she saw him. I guess she didn't yet. She sees him now. Oh, that's the cannibal that she doesn't like. She's going to shoot him in the head. She told him that John is hers, and she'll kill any man who tries to kill him. Oh, she didn't have to save John. I didn't like that guy. I'm happy he's dead. Get your sword. She can't do it. Oh, he smiled at her. Oh no! Right through the heart. Oh, we're not going to get the reunion I had hoped for.
Don't talk.
You remember that cave? I should have stayed in that cave.
I agree. Should have stayed in the cave. That worked. It's not over.
They still outnumber us 1,000 to 1.
I'll kill him. Where's the coward guy? Want to burn everybody?
This was testing our defenses. He almost made it through.
I was going to say, survey the damage.
More mammoths. They hit us again tonight.
We're dead.
Maybe we can hold them off for a day or two, but we'll never beat them. What's your plan?
Share it, Sam. Sam has an idea, right? They killed him. Barely. Well, shit, Martha. I talked about how bored I was of the Wall storyline, and we had our war. And they did the same thing. What was it, season 2, when they had the war at King's Landing? The second to last episode was the war, and then the last episode kind of wrapped everything up with everybody else. So, obviously upset that they killed Ygritte. Try not to cry again. I am glad they got their last minutes together. How many of the commanders survived? I know the one guy was still alive, but he was hurt, which is why they were dragging him away, although he was still wanting to fight. My little love bug. Are they going to trust John more in what he says and everything? I mean, there's evidence that there are giants now when they were doubting him before. They saw the mammoths. So is John going to be put into a more leadership type of role, or are they going to still belittle him and trash him and all that kind of stuff? Sam did awesome. He stood up, was brave, went back for his girl, and he got his kiss. I love the conversation between Sam and the Maester. I can't say it correctly. Maester. I forget his name after his title, but I love their conversation. Some of their tactics for attacking were pretty cool. The scraper that went across the face of the wall and knocked all of the climbers down, that was awesome. The first batch of barrels seemed to only have debris in them, but the second batch of barrels they dropped had explosions. So those were smart tactics as well. But yeah, the places
really done in, really damaged. So I think John is going out to talk to whoever is next in command, since they've got, what do they call him, Nance? Since they have him, and he was kind of leading the whole thing. I'm thinking John is going to talk to next in command and try to convince them that it's a lose-lose. That more of them will die and all that kind of stuff. I don't think they know the numbers of the Night's Watch yet. So, yeah, I think that's all there is to comment on. I, there's only attachments to a handful of them, so there's not much to say. It's more about what they were trying to protect. And I guess the reason why the wildlings are attacking the wall is because they're trying to break down the barrier so that they're not stuck in the north. There's not the separations so that they can take back their land, as they were talking about. And I want to know how they put that wall up. Uh, and maybe the series House of the Dragon talks about that. I have not seen that yet. I've seen everybody reacting to it. It jumps up in my feed because I watch Married to Film and Nikki and Steven or Nikki and Steve. I think it's Nikki and Steven. Late to the Party, The Real Rejects. I mean, all of them have been reacting to House of the Dragon, so it's hard not to see those thumbnails pop up. But how did mankind create a wall like that? That's what I'm wondering. So, but 100 generations back, that is a lot. Some of you know I do genealogy, and I think my furthest back, non-confirmed, because you can only confirm to so far back, but I think it's 17 generations back, the late 1500s, that I have for my one branch of family. So, yeah, 100 generations is a lot. I'll leave it at that. I want to go ahead and get into the next episode. So, thank you all for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.